Along with the chapter, I reflected on the 13 core competencies, and one of them that I definitely reflected on was the follow-up, the follow-up section. And so that section appealed to me because that was something that I know that I have to work on and grow in. Following up on people, following up on individuals. If there's something that we had set out as a task to do, follow up is so very important. As a leader, it is the leader's job to follow up. There's some people who are self-managed and they can do it on their own, but I realize that even as myself, I need someone to follow up on me in many cases. So following up that portion is key. The other ones that are listed there, I feel like a lot of them that are there, or majority of them that are there, I think all that I can definitely work on to be effective, to manage myself, to manage the paradox, ability to put things together and look at the emphasis of rigorous standards and the refusal of standardized tests, being able to figure those paradoxes out, being able to look at teaching and learning, managing teaching and learning, understanding teaching and learning, being able to manage diversity. And so that's creating where it's ethical and moral. And again, going back to that democratic values, which interplays with that, being able to be fair and using that within the diversity section. Also being able to manage responsibility. And so all of those things are important. I think there's also collaboration, reflection, which goes back to that, the head portion. And all of these kind of interconnect with each other, and that's what I'm seeing as I'm going through the book, or as I went through the book. The other portion of that is the management of learning communities. I think that's something that is a struggle in the schools that I've been in, but now at this point, I think with the use of internet, it has gotten a lot easier for leaders to create some form of type of empowering environment for teachers. And I'm looking at kind of like the model that we're doing at the Ohio Conference and how we meet all together as a conference online. I think, and then we also meet with the blended teachers. So if there's teachers who teach 5th and 6th, we meet together online once, I think it's once a month. And then we meet together as a whole, I think probably about 2 or 3 times during the school year. And quite honestly, it is an empowering thing for me. I've seen that myself. I know that teachers hate to meet, and I hear it from my peers, but it is also a time like to reflect as well with these professional communities. So providing that and making sure it's being managed properly and making sure that you're empowering each other to do their best. I think those are key things. The other portion, I'm going to segue into the followership is a goal. And it's not talking about collecting followers, even though you have to, in order to be a leader, you need followers. And as principals, you will have a fellowship automatically. As a teacher, you already have a fellowship. But the question is, can you be a follower, and do you know what it means to be a follower? We're not looking for people to be subordinates. We're looking for people to be followers, and that means that we're all taking ownership together in the process. And so I'm rethinking even my classroom. I'm rethinking some of the aspects of my own